Well, would you just look at that?
Well, guys, I'm either going to teach you fellas how to use a ratchet strap for rigging and stuff like that, or we're going to end up on someone's TikTok on 100,000 Ways to Die or something like that. Once we get this down to... Woo! Well, guys, we are pretty close to having a lift. So we'll walk you through the little bit of ingenuity. This is basically how to do it with very minimal physical effort, like minimal. So we got a moving dolly strapped down there, and of course that board is there to take the pressure so that there's no pressure on the hydraulic ram under there. And then you got this. You got the ratchet strap holding the two main beams together. It is not bolted in or nothing yet, but you got this ratchet strap here holding the so that the platform can't fall out. With the way the pivot point is here, right, and the height that we have it on the locks are external. The height that we have it on the locks, where the position of the wheels is, that means you can get this thing up on the rail without having to lift anything, right? So this is the hydraulic side. This is just a blank runner, but this one has the hydraulics in it. So we positioned it so that the whole weight of the lift sat on this runner here. So then you literally only have to lift up the empty side that has no hydraulic ram or anything in it. So this side is probably, it doesn't weigh much of anything because all the weight was already sitting on the top here, just because of the pulley system and the fulcrum point of where it pivoted on the wheels. The tops there, it wasn't that big of a deal. Those are fairly light. And these things don't weigh much either, and a couple ladders. It's pretty simple to drop them in. So it is not bolted. When we go to do that, we'll go through with a angle finder and set all these, and you got to check the widths and shim them and stuff like that. But it's really not that big of a deal. All the hardware is sitting in here, and we'll start getting it together a little bit. But there's just some finger type bolts in it right now, and then we'll start piecing it all together here shortly. I need to be able to carry a 55 gallon drum here, so we might have to shim this a little bit, but I want to be able to carry a 55 gallon drum next to our merchandise cart. Just imagine a whole bunch of t-shirts on there. There's 16 totes sitting underneath the bus right now. Yeah, that's going to be filled with just enough merchandise to get us through a weekend, hopefully. But then the 55 gallon drum of fuel will sit here, and we might have to shim this forward or backward a couple inches to make sure that we can fit that drum of fuel in there. And then eventually, once this is all the way high, there will be a ramp door or a ramp that goes from an extended loft to here. That might be wishful thinking, pending that I'm healthy enough or find someone that wants to help out and do that. But the goal would be to extend that loft about another 8 feet to these ramps right here, so that we could not have to lift anything up. But the golf cart will fit down in there. It's a whole bunch of crap down there right now, but yeah. We made it before dark, and I made an apple pie.
Yeah.
Cooked up an apple pie. So
Miley says she wants that.
Uncle Jim did plenty of work today to deserve an apple pie. So I think it's an apple pie day. Straight Gangster might have to sit outside. Might have to toss a couple Harbor Freight moving blankets on it, and just it is what it is. Might be able to get the lift operational, and then I might take the trailer to Jeremy's and bolt it all down and stuff like that there. But see you guys. Well, guys, battery is getting low, and my heated vest is dead. Ran out of battery in my heated vest. So we got the pump mounted down here. I mounted it down there. I'm not 100% sure where the lift is going to go. We might move it forward 6 inches or backwards, 4 or 6 inches. But you can see this contraption right here. So what is this here? Well, underneath the lift is a whole series of pulleys, a lot of them. And you got to have tension on everything. Okay, and then you got another series of pulleys, or single pulleys on each one of the posts here. So to get this all rigged up here, I just got some, these are actually off of a jump box. I saved them because they'd come in handy one day. And exactly what we're doing here. So I got these jumped up, up and down, okay? It's just a 3-wire deal here. You can see the 3 wires here. We got green, white, and black. Green is the power, usually. So we're gonna go through here and we're gonna check this. We hit, actually got it right. So up was up, but how a pump like this works is one of the wires, I'll switch it around. I've heard green was power. White and black over here are 2 of the signal wires. So if green is the main power wire, white and black are going to get power depending on if you're hitting up or down. Of course, we could test that with continuity by going from the green wire to the black or the white wire and either hitting up or down. That's just how continuity, checking the ohms on it, will tell you how the switch operates. You can tell just about any switch like that unless it's got some other variables in there, but that's getting a little too more detailed. So here, we gotta get my ground back. Son of a pup, it fell. We'll hook our ground back up. So black is a mag solenoid. A mag solenoid can be pulse width modulated or this or that or however you want to do it. But this is going to be the release. This releases the cylinder and lets it bleed back into the pump from the hydraulic cylinder on here. This right here is just like a starter motor or Ford like starter solenoid type deal here. And this is going to get activated and turn on the pump. So pump is on when you're raising, and the mag solenoid that is basically has a jet in it regulates the amount of fluid going back into our reservoir right here. So guys, this is going to be a little sketchier than I thought. We got to have tension on these guys, okay, so that the pulleys are all in line. I don't know another way to exactly do it. Unless we jacked up the rails and lowered it down and kept tension on these as we lowered it. But, I don't know. I think I could start backing this off, okay? You guys are going to be witnesses if I screw this up. But you can back this up, okay? We're going to put tension on it. The tension here is going to release this, and then we could back it down to this notch here. Kind of complicated, but it always works. Well, guys, I'm either going to teach you fellas how to use a ratchet strap for rigging and stuff like that, or we're going to end up on someone's TikTok on 100,000 Ways to Die or something like that. But a ratchet strap, right? When you pull it, it goes to the next gauge. But you can go in here and you can actually back this down and then just walk it down and take the pressure off of it. I don't know if you can see the cables or not, but the cables are releasing, but we still had pressure on the pulleys. And there's no, once we get this down to, woo! Dumb ways to die. Well, good thing is we're just taking the slack out of the lines, but you gotta make sure you have enough tail there that we don't lose it like that. I hope that's all on video, because that's freaking hilarious. Alrighty guys, we're back on 1,000 Ways to Die. Now, we don't have any tension on the rails until the cables are vertical. So what we're doing right here is just keeping the slack out of the cable so it doesn't get all tangled underneath the rail and in the pulley system. So I guess we'll do this again. Starting to get tension on it. And eventually, woohoo! We're not trying to raise the rails right now. We're just keeping enough tension on this to be able to take the slack out of the pulley. Woo! Well, you know what? There's tension on the pulleys. You can't see it right now. But there's enough weight on that sucker that we have tension. So, what are we going to do? Where'd you go? Start working the sucker. Fix you all in. So guys, you can see here, what we are doing is keeping the cable inside that pulley there, lined up with that pulley there. Hopefully all these pulleys are still in line. Yep, we're not on that pulley there. We'll have to fix that. Get a slack in that one. All these pulleys are set up, and the ones back there are good. So we just gotta fix this one pulley, and we'll be back at it. That pulley right there was linked to that cable, so we had to take it down, go grab it, feed it back through, bam. They're all basically set. So when you level a lift, you actually go through and you can index these. That's how I was able to build a straight gangster and the homegrown hustler on a 4-post lift. I went through, adjusted these, and adjusted the locks as well. Slightly different style than a stationary 4-post lift. But a stationary 4-post lift, these are on spanners, and the locks are on spanners as well. So then you can really index lift so that this is level to earth, and cross across is also 0 degrees. But let's go through here. We're just about done. We'll lift this lift up, drop it on the ground. Well, guys, as you can see, all the slack is out of the lift. They'll check all the pulleys. Good. Hopefully. Top, and bottom are oriented. All 4 there. Boom. Those 2 pulleys right there are set up. And then we gotta check 2 more pulleys. Good to go. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, buddy. Woohoo! So, when I hit up, that solenoid activates. When I hit down, black gets power, and that mag solenoid opens up. We're gonna lower the sucker back down to the locks. We got these guys hooked up. So you can see is when it's in its neutral point, those locks are level. Push down or pull up. The way we have it set up here, you can push down or this way. It will lever that up. Boom. But I did screw up over here. The sucker and the center pin right here broke. But we'll get these fixed and back in business. One last thing before we call it a night. It is a sad day to be a straight gangsta. She's sitting outside tonight. I got the lift done, but it's a little bit too late to start up the car and put it back in the trailer. So, no weather is supposed to happen tonight. I hope she stays safe, and we'll put her on the lift tomorrow. A little bit left to the left. More. Good. This way a little bit. Stop. Okay. Can you put the car in park? How do we do that? You're gonna have to go like that.